I'm kind of curious about just how Rome died hard. Because they clearly died pretty hard. Anyway, we are working on getting technology. Like I said, we have some citizens in Ibdura, and the barbarians we've been fighting up here have all had ridiculous tech levels. Like Verinia has a 6655. The guy that we just killed was a 9999. 8999. So it's kind of like these guys that we just killed. 444, 8878. Like, how on earth are these guys getting this much technology and I'm stuck on level 1? They must be promoting people to citizen, even though that's really expensive for a tribe to do. They lost a lot of wars, and each time Rome was sacked, that's 4 pops killed. Ah, okay. Rome lost a war against Sicily. Rome assaulted. Carthage kicked 7 shades of shite out of them. Hey, Penderic. They became a local power in the Balkans in place of today's Croatia. Interesting. Yeah, this Rome has definitely done pretty well, although they're actually losing to Brutia at the moment. The 1 province minor... No, the 2 province minor of Brutium is apparently thrashing Rome. I suspect their armies are somewhere else. And also, who's Brutium allied to? It's going to be like someone like Egypt. They're fighting against Rome and Carthage. And LOL, apparently. There is a nation called LOL. Thanks, Paradox. Alright, I have to know where on earth is LOL. They're over here, apparently. So, the infamous city of LOL in North Africa. There you go, it exists. Did Rome ally Carthage? It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? No. How on earth have you done that? They have a CB on each other. They're not being guaranteed by either party. I think that Brutia just really annoyed like all of the big players. Yeah, first war of Carthaginian aggression and also the Roman-Brutian war. And all of those, including LOL, are Carthaginian minions. I remember Haha being in Morocco. Yes, it is, in EU4. Carthage has become the West Mediterranean superpower. They own most of North Africa except Egypt, most of Spain and the south of France. Wow, crikey. Yeah, this is a good Carthage. Like, this Carthage and this Rome, I'd say, are pretty well balanced. Egypt's not been doing amazingly well. And then there's Macedon and Thrace, I would say, are the other big players. And then probably me. Although I wouldn't want to fight them right now, considering my tech level is so poor. Like, we have numbers. We have a lot of numbers, but that's about it. In fact, I'm kind of curious about that. We have 101 cohorts. Rome has 67, so we do outnumber them. Macedon 59, Thrace 54, Egypt 140. We're almost as big an army as Egypt. We have double that of Carthage, but most of them are retinues. Can you play as Egypt from the start? You can play as any nation in the game from the start, so yes. Right, what on earth was I doing? I was waiting for my provinces to hopefully not implode. So we've literally just conquered this, so a bunch of these guys are on 0 loyalty currently. I've started imposing my culture on them. We have a level 11, level 12 governor or something crazy like that. Imposing his will. What level is he? Go to the region map mode. Click on one of those. Click on him. Hi. You click. Hello. Level... Wait. We had someone who was higher than level 10. Level 8. Level 9. Level 8. Barbarians. I'll deal with them in a minute. Level 9. No, apparently we don't. Could have sworn we had like a level 11 here. We have a level 11 that we could bring in. What traits do you have? Effects of ruler. Bribe character cost minus 25%. Forgiving. There's no governor bonuses. Oh, I think that this guy might be just... which reduces unrest. There you go, that's what it was. Level 10 and just. And you want to buy wood. You absolutely may buy wood. And then the other thing is, I was trying to take Rugia in the war against these northern powers, but they're allied to the Marcomanni revolt, who is currently revolting against the other Marcomanni revolt, and they took the siege and have been occupying it for about 20 years at this stage. I just haven't been able to take it. Liberation. The city chiefs of Gorion have taken it upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of privately owned slaves. No! No, 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 no. See, Gorion is a very, 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 very important city. It's the place that sells the gems to my capital, so it kind of needs all 15 of those slaves. It's a gem producer. It's important. Because it produces gems, so it's local tax here. The surplus to the capital puts 10% extra tax in Ibdura, and also because there's a surplus in my capital, because the capital also produces some, or the province does, we get another 5% country civilization level, which is important. So I'm going to have to take on some more corruption. This is the most corrupt leader I've ever had, and his name is Rando. Tribal Chief Rando. Oh, I can get tradition. Do I want to get a tradition? Chariot cost, like cavalry cost. This is also going to be super expensive, so I think I'm going to hold off for the time being. And we can do an omen. We definitely need the national unrest reduction. So I'm trying to get a little bit of stability. Can you move capitals? Not at the moment, no. But judging by what some of the devs have said, that's like one of the most requested things, so I'm sure they're going to add something which allows you to do it. What nonsense is this? Rando trying to release slaves? No, Rando said they can't release the slaves. Right, you want furs? You can have furs. My commerce has almost caught up with taxation again. So currently my commerce is super inefficient because I just wasn't making money from commerce previously. So I have a minus 17.5 commerce skill and 42% tax skill. But I might want to reverse that. That would require my changing one of the laws. Oh, Marcomanni Civil War just ended. Civil War and Marcomanni revolt has come to an end, with the treasonous forces of Racco Medrabodes utterly crushing the loyalist armies of Ingomar Gundred and his rebellious conspirators. So, Rugia can now be murdered. Probably. I have a truce with them. I have a truce with them until 52. That's 8 more years. Ugh. How long do I keep my claim? 727. Okay. Really? I keep a claim for that long? It's basically 200 years. Alright, I'm not going to complain. This game looks interesting. Is it turn-based style like Civ? No, this is all real-time. But it's pausable real-time, so you'll see me doing that a lot. Although I just realised that the pause button is actually hidden behind my face. It's right there. Oh, 727 is the end date. Okay. So you keep claims until the end of the game? That seems weird. Accept. 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 Right, how much money am I making now? I am making, yeah, quite a lot. So how much would it change? How much would it cost to change the law? Because we currently have barter economy, which is reducing commerce by 20% and increasing national tribesman output by 20%. I am slowly but surely converting all of my tribesmen into slaves and freemen, so they are far less relevant than they once were. Civilization change would be very nice, so I think I might change it to one of these two. Let's just go all in. So we need 270... We have 277. Dagorices is refusing, so I need to bribe a fool. You unbribable? You're unbribable. Of course you are. So I just became a major power, which means I'm one of the really big boys. And that gave me another tribe. And it gave me a tribe with a 0 loyalty guy. He started at 0 loyalty. How old are you? 68. Unfortunately, you can't murder or imprison these guys. Which is very, very disappointing. Don't need tribesmen output if you don't have tribesmen. Precisely. Is there a possibility to convert to CK2 as they're getting a DLC? At the moment, there's about 700 years between when this ends and when CK2 starts. Hey, Losfer. I got raided by the lovely Shenre, so it's a little artificial. And no, still no partnership. Twitch said no the last time I asked. Okay, I think that the follow train has slowed down a bit, so deep breath. This is going to take a minute. And Lord Cucumber, thank you very much for the bits. I did see that appear in there. That's where it started. Dex Gaming, Calm Captain, Mad Dog West, Athantos Trimigazabler, Tiger Sko, The Eragos, Leo Kin, Erd Knuffel, Neo Loki Gaming, Minas Nesson, Crazy Guy, Ola Eopia, Deviator, clever, Dr. Bardman, Anek Taran Ktar, Hellborg, Salinvalu, Fox, Mortshead Cannon, Falcon Punch, Mr. Bad Touch, Hurodrick, J. Brown, Jara, Teverus, Arsage, Luvas, Mucky, Quill 13, F4J Phantomil, Numoid, Yura Turkey, Joshua Grooch, Mr. Thunderwolf, Nick the Beat, Slick Rick, Stout Pants, Muffil, Sammy, Akope, Topkakai, Phoenix. Where'd I get to? Phoenix. I've lost Phoenix. Oh, there you are. Keran, The Worn Key, William M. Butlicker, Floydhead, Chipotle 1, Ilbeard, Root, The Fluffy Ewaf, Dare Amino, Histamine, Ariantes, Sev, Sixron, Varonel, The Water Monster, Optics, Zozogr, Raholanton, Soylent Green, and Mecha Affinity. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. I am so very happy to see so many of you. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to have to do my little spiel here. I am also a YouTuber. You can find me on youtube.com/MordredViking, which I think Field Marshal has been posting. And also I have a Discord. If you want to come hang out with us on Discord, you can find the link there. And yeah, it's fantastic seeing you guys, so welcome. Dropping appearances, Malagund Dagaricius, a man in control of a sizable and personally loyal force, has delivered a demand for additional funds. No mention is made of what the funds are to be used for, and we assume that it's an attempt to assert dominance over our clan council. Yeah, see, this is the unloyal sod. He wants me to give him 400 ducats. That's like my entire treasury. So he can buy more guns, basically. No. Simple. Just no. So how many troops does he have? He has 15,000. We have 30, 60,000. Plus my standing army of another 20,000-ish. And yeah, we significantly outnumber him. So civil wars cannot happen if they have less than 33% of the total army. So as long as I maintain more than 66% of loyal forces, then we're fine. Callistaland. A dispute between the clans of Nebegast Eidgid and Ingult Geroldus has arisen as both of them want some valuable land in Calicia. Both claims have their claims to the land, and support one of them over the other would end up with disloyalty of the spurned clan. So Eidigus is a clan chief. Eidigus has a loyalty of 51. Geroldus has a loyalty of 55. We can gain 10 with one, lose 25 with the other. Or I could say no to both. We'll split the lands. Yeah, I don't want either of them losing 25 points. It would be far easier to just bribe both of these fools and call it good. Because now that we have this guy super disloyal, we need to keep these two loyal. Just to maintain that balance of power between us. You want to buy hemp? Sure. I'll sell you hemp. Barbarians, thank you. That was down here. Oh! Mr. Disloyal is actually on his way to go and kill them. Well, thank you. I'm amazed with how long people live in this game. Yes, me too. They certainly hang around for a while. Am I going to PDXCon this year? Yes, I am planning to. It's in Germany, it's in October, and I hear that there's a certain festival that includes beer in Germany in October, which I could roll into this as well. 2 pops captured, of which actually 1 died, so 1 pop was captured, and then the other slave went to Ibadura. Cool. But we now have 27 slaves. And we probably should assimilate some of them. Although, your capital never gets unhappy. So you could have the most bonkers, crazy, unhappy slaves in your capital and they just... nothing happens. Export that. Freeman promotion cost reduced. Yes, I will accept that. I am going to double check to see how my provinces are doing. Super unhappy, super unhappy, super unhappy, unhappy. So these guys being just a little unhappy is most likely due to the war exhaustion. Once that's gone away, that should be sorted. These guys are pissed because I refused to let them join the rebels. So they have a provincial loyalty debuff for another 2 years. I'll just have to suck that up. I mean, the fact that these are all on 0 loyalty and have not risen up kind of tells you how strong my military is right now. You want access? You can have access. A festival in Germany, the one with the fabulous looking girls that bring you beer? The very one. Is the oubliette thing in this game. You can imprison people. I don't really know what you can do with imprisoned people. Hang on, we can find that out. Because there are a couple of options. One of them is you can recruit them. So at one point, I had purged so many people in civil wars that I couldn't actually promote anyone to my government. There's just nobody to promote. Like, everyone was dead. So, like, 3 of my government positions were just empty. My researchers were empty. I just couldn't do it. So I started recruiting people I'd imprisoned during civil wars and also in wars against other people. So probably about a quarter of my government right now is just foreigners that I've just kind of gone, I'll forgive you if you, like, run my government for me, please. They're doing a pretty good job. They're actually quite skillful. But if we right-click on this, then we can see the other options. So we can arrange an gladiatorial debut. They will gain popularity based on the outcome of the match. The winner of the fight will be released from prison. We can flog them. Oh, flogging is an actual thing. Okay, so that's where the paradox thing started. Ransom them, prescribe them. I get tyranny. I get money. And their entire family loses a bunch of loyalty. So I guess prescribe means steal money. How come I can do that to you and nobody else? Who are you? Why are you so different? Oh, is it because you're the head of a family? No, he's a head of family. And we can prescribe you. Okay, so you can prescribe against the heads of families. Well, in that case, I think what we need to do is arrange a glorious gladiatorial debut between you and you. So the 2 heads of family will fight against each other. To the menacing sound of the growling lions and the standing applause, Gondrauk and Weisgalius took to the sands this day to fight for their very survival in the arena. The crowd responded well to this epic fight, and the outcome seemed uncertain to the last, until to unenthusiastic jubilation, while Gallus skewered Gondrak with a heavy club. How do you skewer someone with a club? That's gotta be painful. With great pomp, our tribal chief declared Weisgalius Scurbutitis the victor to be granted freedom immediately. They gain... Oh, I gain popularity. And Gundruk dies. Squish. And you've been released from prison. Congratulations. Have fun in the world. Hey, Kelzalar. Reminds me of your Olympic gen. So is there anyone else that I want to do that to? Are there any other heads of families? Member. Yes, actually, there are 2 of them here. So let's have you gladiator against Duamacht. That dude. To the menacing sound of growling lions and literally no applause, Duomacht and Gundruk took to the sands this day to fight for their very survival. The crowd responded well to this outstanding fight, and the outcome seemed uncertain to the last, until, to unenthusiastic jubilation, Duomacht impaled Gundruk with a wicked pike. See, at least he didn't, club him with a wicked pike, although that would also have been hilarious. With great pomp, the tribal chief declared Duomacht the victor and granted freedom immediately. And I have now got maximum popularity. Yeah, unenthusiastic jubilation. These descriptions are very odd. It's like they've been mechanically generated. And it does seem to be a pretty good way of gaining popularity. Yes, that is true. Literally no applause, just like that one cough in the cloud. Alright, so what is my next objective? I do want to continue colonizing this area because there is a bunch of amber. Actually, I've already taken most of the amber, so this is just stone, vegetable, salt, and then Prussia. I mean, Königsberg. I mean, we want Königsberg at the very least. But part of the problem is our people here are so unhappy that I can't actually move populations around. Venadia I can, but they would be the only one. Which province are you? You are Venadia. You are the very border. So I need to move slaves to you. So these three need to move to Duretica. And then once we have 10 population in Veretica, we can colonize its adjacent. And the reason I'm doing this with slaves is because they only cost 4 points to move. Everyone else would cost 40. No, 20. Croatan to Duretica. It's just a lot cheaper. No slaves, one slave. So you also go to Croatan. And then to Duretica. Now we have 7 people, so we need 3 more. Fellas, you can work. You can go to Makate. And then Kuratan. Gorion, of course, has a bunch, but I don't want to touch Gorions. Oh, we actually have a couple of them here. In fact, merging some of these people together will allow me to start another colony down here, so we can start pushing east instead. You're coming back to fight them, that's fine. Am I like Poland? Yeah, we are kind of like Poland. He owns the provinces to form Prussia, now I just need to wait for the Reformation. That's just going to be another 1500 years or so. What was the destination? Duretica, yes. So if I can get 10 pops here in one province, then I can start colonizing my adjacents. And just to prove the cost difference, 22 for a regular person, and then 4 for a slave. So it's much better to do colonization with slaves if you can. However, for the actual colonizing bit itself, it has to be not a slave. So you need to go... I need to be very careful I don't go into this province, because then the slaves won't move. So you can go to Variscia. And then Variscia can go to Lodicum. Oops, that's the wrong button. In fact, let's just start gathering a couple in Variscia. So you're going to Calistia, and then Variscia. And then we need like one more, so Ligia can go to Ambium. Ambium to Callista. Calistia to Variscia. And then Variscia to Lodicum. We can do it with all 3, so it's just a bit quicker. Lodicum, we have loads of points, this is fine. And then you need to not go here. You need to go to Cavera. Because if you're in a province with low loyalty, then you can't move them. You need to go to Congria. Congria. You need to go to Duretica. And now Duretica has precisely 10. We can colonize Toll. With you. Boom. And my borders have expanded again. Most of those moves didn't need to be done 2 stages. They can be sent anywhere in one province. You might actually be right there. I've been doing that all game, so I probably just wasted a ton of points. Yeah, you're right. We could have done it that way. So we needed to move them just to Gorion and then Gorion adjacent. I will remember that for next time. Yeah, easy, crazy guy, easy. There's a lot to focus on in this. Bostor has a lot of slaves, crikey. In fact, so does Farkret. So you've got 5. So let's move you to Kerala. Let's move you to Keralia. So that's 7. Unfortunately, that's a very small province. Nobody else there. Gala to Malika. Do that. And Malika to Karyala. Probably did too many, I did. It's 11. Eh. Colonize. Can't do it. We need to have someone that's not a slave. And your dominant culture is wrong. Do slaves actually count for dominant culture? I'm not sure on that one. I'm going to leave that for a month or 2 and then go from there.